Everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a bit of an unplanned MG road trip. So every year me and my friends go down to Devon for the weekend just to sit on a beach, go to the pub and generally escape family life for a bit. And I normally take the Jaguar XK8 along just because it's a good GT and makes the 4 hours of mainly motorway driving seem fairly effortless, but problems with that car recently mean I can't take it. It's got no MOT at the moment. So I had planned to take the Discovery 3, the newest member of the gang, but I'm also having problems with this car now, so it didn't take long for the problems to start with this thing. And we've done a little bit of preventative maintenance on this car already, a service, cam belt change, etc. But now we've got this issue with the brakes where the servo doesn't seem to be working. The pedal kind of goes down but doesn't come back up, and run out of servo assistance under heavy braking, so it's a little bit dangerous. I can't take that. Ideally then I'll take my Audi A4 Estate because it's just a comfortable car that's normally quite reliable, but we've had a real saga with that car recently. Loads of things have gone wrong. I don't normally cover it on my channel because it's not really interesting enough, but there has been a lot of stuff gone wrong with it recently, so it's probably worth doing a video on that if people are interested. I know I normally talk about my more interesting classic cars there, but yeah, Audi A4, lots of issues. So the only car available to me is the MG. Just coming into the garage so I can get my breakdown bag. I've mentioned my breakdown bag a few times. It's got a whole load of useful stuff in it. I'll probably cover the contents of the bag at some point in this video. There's a couple more tools to go in it actually, but so I'll do it at another point. But while we're in the garage actually, I'll show you over here. We've had a bit of a flood, so not all going very well in my world at the moment. We've got a bit of a flood in the garage after some heavy rain, the first heavy rain actually for a while, and it seems that a load of vegetation stacked up on this side of the garage wall is soaking through the brickwork, and it's kind of come out of the wall down here and collected in a puddle over there. So another thing to change or sort out on this house. There's loads of stuff like that needs doing because it hasn't really been worked on for a while. But yeah, anyway, MG road trip. Gonna get my tool bag in the car. My clothes are already in here. Also got to get my work bags. I'm working remotely from Devon tomorrow, which will be exciting. And anything else that I've forgotten, I've got to check the levels of oil and water and all that kind of stuff before I leave for a longish trip in the MG on the motorway. So hopefully the next video will be me making progress on my way to Devon, and we'll see if we have a bit of an adventure this weekend with this car on a longish drive. See you in a minute.
Okay, so we're about 50 miles into the journey now. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The sun is starting to go down. It's about 7:30, but it's a beautiful night actually. No traffic really to speak of so far. A bit sticky on the M25, but it kept moving. But now on the A303, making my way down to Devon. We're going to Croyd in Devon, a nice beach there and stuff. Sort of a surfer town. But yeah, beautiful sunny evening. See out the front. I'll have to wear my sunglasses because it's pretty bright at the moment. But yeah, hopefully the journey continues like this. Just MG's going okay, so fingers crossed we get there in good time.
I'm back, and that was all the footage I managed to get from my trip to Devon in the MG. I was having far too much fun either in the pub or on the beach. I had actually intended to take the car on a trip over to Dartmoor to have a bit of a drive around some nice scenery, but like I said, didn't actually get around to doing that, and I'm quite glad that I didn't do that in the end, because the problem that I had when I went to Bicester before reared its head again. A cable had come off the back of the alternator, so I once again had to reach into my breakdown bag and use my crimping set just to put that right, and I think I'm going to have to replace that part of the loom because it's just become very brittle with age, and as the engine's moving, the wires are becoming a bit weaker there. So I did promise you a quick look in my breakdown bag, so let's go and do that now. Okay, so this is the stuff laid out. There's the bag. There are some toolkits. One is a Parkside one, which is just Lidl, which I found to be quite good actually. Some water, just to clean stuff up. Some duct tape to stick stuff to other things. There's my crimping set. Here are some wipes, just for cleaning your hands or some windows or whatever. A can of Seafoam, which I found works quite well at cleaning spark plugs and that kind of stuff. Some mechanics gloves, a warning triangle, an emergency light, a bottle of Showroom Shine, which if you go to a show or something you can quickly spray on your car, make it look a bit more presentable, with various clean microfiber cloths which I'll have to wash now because they've been on the floor. I've got a fan belt, I've got a multimeter, I've got some tools that didn't fit in the tool sets. I've got an alcohol breathalyzer kit for the morning after. Oh, I thought I'd run out of battery there. I've got some electrical insulation tape, I've got some rubber pipe fixing tape, some self-amalgamating stuff, various spark plugs, I've got an owner's manual / service guide, and an oily rag. And there are a couple other things I don't have which I normally do carry, and that's a small can of WD-40, a portable battery charger, so a jump starter, and a tyre inflator as well. So quite a comprehensive kit, I think. Let me know if you think I've got anything key that's missing, but usually quite handy this to keep with me, as it all fits in that small bag and can get you out of a bit of a jam if you get into one. Right, what's next? Right, so I think the last thing to talk about in this video was kind of circling back to the garage dilemma. So remember I said that I had that flood and I thought it was coming in from the wall? Well, actually it's this drain that overflows, and I put a clip up now or a photo of it flooding, and then what I found underneath, and then the process for unblocking it. So I had to scoop out all the muck, and then I had to sort of unjam the end over there. This drain was invisible as it was completely covered in muck, and when I had cleared all the dirt off of it there was no grate, so that grate is new. So hopefully now the garage won't flood, which is great, and I really want to start thinking about some flooring. So that will be a little way in the future because there's lots of other stuff I need to do. The next stop for me I think is a Goodwood revival in a couple of weeks, so I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, bye bye.